Hello and welcome to Journal the Body podcast. My name is Abby Fernandini, and today I'm joined by my lovely husband who is yawning, and we are wearing cacao face masks, doing our best to relax.
Are people watching this?
No,
Okay.
no, don't worry.
All
This will
right.
just be the audio. This
Okay.
will just be unless you want to show the video, and then that's up to you.
I think we're good for now. Well,
So we're recording this on Rodrigo's only day off at the moment, and today was a questionable day off because I feel like you worked the whole day.
I know. Well, thank you for inviting me to your podcast, baby. I am so excited for this project. You're killing it. It's amazing. And I really love that we're just talking about, you know, this moment because we're facing probably one of the most challenging moments in our life and relationship because I think that I would say both of them.
Yeah, I certainly have not had my limits tested this much in a while, to say the least. But to give context to my friends and to the friends that are listening, so as you guys know, we've been in New York City the past 6 months, just about since May, coming up on like what, 7 months now, and just it's not been easy, like at all. It's been such an adjustment. I still haven't adjusted. I think Rodrigo can say the same. Um, but we're here on a mission at the moment. And there's just been a lot of things happening and a lot of balls to juggle. One of them, of course, being that now I'm pregnant. So, this episode is going to be about embracing the tough seasons.
Love that. That's a great title, actually. Because
Because it's one of them.
we always say one thing is say it and the other thing is doing it, right? It's very different when yeah, you can do this, you can stay positive, it's better for everybody, for your attitude and peace of mind. But sometimes you just are like off, and I think that those moments are the ones that really teach you and make you grow as a person and human being. I just gonna put it this way. We're living in a studio apartment with our dog, and Abby is currently pregnant. Or
Excuse me, 400 square foot
400.
apartment.
On top of that, I have a very demanding schedule right now because, as Abby mentioned, we just opened a restaurant, so every new business needs a lot of attention. And I'm kind of sad and happy because I always dreamed about having a pregnancy with her where I can be 24/7 with her and assist her in everything she needs. But also, as we talked about earlier, this is teaching me like something that you already knew, no? Like in life, not everything is gonna happen when you want, and you have to
Nope.
go with it and make the best out of it and be happy with what you have, no, and try to be positive, with the situation that you're living in. It could be bad or good. You have to see the good angle.
Yep. And that is what we guys are trying to practice, what we preach, because we have had probably one of the more challenging weeks.
Oh my
And
God,
this week has just been tough. It's like, especially as like a 25 and 31-year-old, Rodrigo and I are navigating, you know, business agreements, business partners, contracts, like revising and renegotiating contracts based on, current status of things and like all this stuff, right? That, we've never done before or it's new for us. And like operating like a fine dining restaurant in New York City is a new thing for, Rodrigo. And like, again, he's got so much experience, but it's there's so many learning curves, and also like me being pregnant is such a learning curve because I've never done it before, so there's a lot of firsts happening and there's a lot of mental breakdowns also
oh
happening
my God.
at the same time. um
It's been hard. It's been hard, but I think this also have, you know, we as a couple, at least, I think that we have learned so much to help each other and
yeah.
be supportive, and really understand how much we value our when we are together versus when we miss each other, like, oh my God, we come from being really together, like almost every single day, to being, I'm 10, 12 hours away sometimes from the house, and I'm just looking forward every day to go back home and be with you, and that's, oh my God, like makes me work harder, no, makes me want trying to get my things ready so when we have the baby, I can spend some way more quality time and so yeah, let's just stay focused.
Yeah, and the thing too about like the pregnancy is like I see all these girls and I see all these women that are like, I'm prepping for, basically they kind of put this thing on where they're prepping for the perfect pregnancy, right? Like that's such a narrative nowadays where it's like, I'm gonna like have my body super detoxed and I'm gonna live in this like, tranquil state and I'm not gonna work and I'm gonna like eat nourishing foods 24/7 and listen to my body. And of course, all of that stuff is amazing. But like sometimes you can't always plan the time, the place, or the circumstances you're under when you are navigating something like pregnancy.
That's
And
true.
my best friend said to me, because I was like so worried about being pregnant in New York City, even though we weren't not trying, and also we did try once and it ended up actually happening.
Oops.
Yeah, oops. And then like had this whole conversation of, oh, maybe we should just like wait till after the restaurant's open, blah blah blah. Anyway, but my friend said something to me that was like really good, and it was healthy babies are born all over the world. And if you get caught up in worrying about every little thing that happens with your pregnancy, the stress on you, on your body, and on the baby is going to be 10 times worse than if you just embrace your surroundings and make it work and make it happen and make the best decisions you possibly can day in and day out where you're at
Was
currently.
this Dr. Rebecca?
Yes.
Yeah, sounds like her.
She and her mom had basically gave me a pep talk and they were like, hey, guess what? Even if this isn't your perfect circumstance, healthy babies are born all over the world every single day. And I was like, you're right. That is so true. You have to remember that. And also, we're just in the season now where Rodrigo has to be in New York until like basically May or a little bit before that. And my due date is in May. And so we just have to figure it out. We just have to make it happen, like however
Yes.
that is.
Oh my God. Yes. And I think that also this situation, as many other situations, is just, of course, a little more extreme, is a proof, no, on taste of faith. I believe that God has a amazing plan for us and for everybody of you guys. And if you are going through like us, no, that I'm not gonna lie, there's been days where we have feel so frustrated, like with no answers. And that's when you have to let go and say, you know what? I don't need to have the answer. I'm gonna pray and I'm gonna let God take over. Just let Him help you out, open your heart. And I always feel better after it. At the end of the day, remember, it's not what you want. You can try to work through something, but God has something for you. It could be something better. Sometimes you don't understand at the moment, but it could be to grow as a person. It could be to help you, develop a new ability or build a character. So when you have a kid or a family and they're going through something hard, you have this experience of life and say, you know what? I understand what you're going through. I know what you're feeling. And let me tell you what I did when I was like you. So it's better to happen this now and later on you're ready. How did we overcome as a couple, as a team, with
Yeah,
love, with understanding?
that's right. I also feel a lot closer to you now. Like I feel like I can just literally read your thoughts from across the room and you can probably read mine. Or we're just like always on the same page with things because it's like you have to act as a unit. You have to act as such a unit in these types of times and challenges. And I think the other thing too that can be really misconstrued is like social media makes everything just look so glamorous. Like New York life is so glamorous, that like restaurant life is so glamorous, and you're just this badass chef, just like, making all these crazy big moves, which you are career wise, but it's like on the back end, we
Yes,
are
it's a
in,
lot of, sacrifice
yeah,
and hard work and, like back pains and everything. It's like, that's why, like, people sometimes just see where you are, but didn't see all the hustle, hard work, and how many failures you had prior to that to get where you're trying to get. And sometimes it's just we're human, so we tend to judge or say, "Oh, he's just like, oh, he just this," but no, it's only hard work and consistency. Anyway, so yeah, we're pregnant, working long shift, just
living in a 400 square foot apartment with a herding dog that needs to probably run about 4 miles a day because she's got so much energy. So if anybody wants to take her to the farm for a temporary amount of time, let me know. Let me know if anybody has a farm. I'm
oh
just
my
kidding.
God, that's crazy.
I don't know what we do without her at the same time because she's
Oh, she's
my
the best
companion.
companion. She honestly just like she's right now with us laying down, just making us company. But yeah, we'll go back to our house soon, and she'll have way more space.
Yeah, I know. Our plan is to be back in Florida come like March, April. Hopefully, Lord willing, everything works out. And like the biggest thing too, I'd say like is us talking about like in these super hard times, us talking about our goals. Like we have this renovation project that we want to do, and we're like so excited. But of course, we need like good money, and we need quarterly profits from the restaurant, and we need this stuff to like make these other like fun, amazing dreams happen. So it's like, okay, it's all the more reason to just like put our heads down and persevere. Like, I want to get the studio apartment built. I want to get this walk-in closet and this amazing bathroom with a sauna built.
I know, I
So
know.
it's like you have these like other dreams and desires, the desires of the heart that come through, and you're just like, well, we literally can't give up because, how else are we going to fund X, Y, or Z? So keeping the vision board alive is huge. Keeping the
Yeah.
keeping the vision board alive is huge, and keeping the you know the goals steady no matter what. Even though there's some weeks where I'm like, should we just like throw in the towel and call it a day here? It would be so easy to do that, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
true. That's true. Yeah, we don't
easy as
wanna we don't
it.
wanna just look back and say, "Oh my God, I should have just waited for a little longer. Should have done this, should have done that." But I think we're doing we're taking the right decision here.
We're
And
trying not to take emotional decisions anymore because in past business ventures, we've tended to like jump with emotional rationale versus analytical and logical rationale, where we like truly weigh the risks and, or I'd say the pros and cons of like every decision. And now we're like trying to learn and use those past experiences for this current present moment of don't
so
make any irrational
I
decisions.
would say now that I think about something that I always used to say, and now that I'm going through this situation with you, and trying to really appreciate and learn is to really see the positive of everything. There is always a good and there is a bad, no? Like the positive things about being away from you is that it's not that I didn't, but I really appreciate your company. I don't take you for granted. Like every minute that I'm with you, I really want to kiss you and I really want to be around you. I really want to make it worth it. I want to make up for those hours I wasn't with you. And like, oh my God, like sometimes when you are like two there, or like when we were living in Florida and we just all
You're
day
just
together,
there
you
24/7
just
with each other.
you just take it for granted, unconsciously. No, it's not like, oh, I got her or whatever. No, I mean I love you always, but now it's now it's and that's good. And also remember why you're doing what you're doing always, no? Guys, if you're like, oh my God, you're trying to save this, but you're saving to have probably to move to the next step, to accomplish your goals, to be close to somebody, to get that trip that you want to do. So let's just keep that in mind, no? And that will probably warm your heart and help you keep going. Like with us, we are always trying to remind each other, okay, we're here for this and this reason. We've been here so far. So many people are gonna say, yeah, but maybe no, it doesn't matter. You talk with your significant other, with the people you trust, and you keep moving.
Yes, it's so true.
Yeah.
Well, you know what the other thing too is like this is like probably more so than anything, not even for other people, but like this is a pep talk we're literally just having with ourselves right now and recording that gives us like motivation and drive to continue. like, this is basically us having a pep talk with ourselves right now because we're in like one of the hardest times of our lives, like for real. Like I'm being as transparent as I possibly can. Like I am not well some days. I have a good cry like every day these
We
days.
have cried together too, like to be fair.
Yeah.
And I don't feel ashamed of that.
No, you shouldn't. I think
You
that's
know,
so important.
like
Yeah, that was this week. I mean, shoot, we had a good couple cries. Like we let it out a few times, and we were just like it was like cries of frustration, cries of just like pain and sadness of just not being together. Rodrigo also like hopped on a plane and flew to Peru for 3 days, or yeah, to film a commercial, and then like literally came right back and started working. So yeah, we had a good couple cries. They were also probably like tired cries where you're just not sleeping a lot.
that was not me.
That's also me. That was me for sure. Just a tired cry. I just need to let it out because I'm not sleeping. I wasn't sleeping great. So
I kind of like this. This is a way to update also our friends and family that we don't have the opportunity to talk and catch up, and they can, know a little bit more of what we're doing these days.
social media is just such a small little glimpse. Everything just looks so glamorous. It's like it's like
Yeah, I miss doing my recipes, though, to be honest.
Rodrigo's gonna start his recipes again for sure. He's gonna get back into the groove.
That is, go get your laundry alarm, guys,
Yeah,
from
'cause
the
oh yeah, one of
basement.
the amazing things about this apartment is that the laundry is 3 floors down in the basement. So every time we want to do our laundry, it's like a solid like every 30 minutes you need to go down and change. So that's new and you have to pay for your laundry. It's like $5 every time you want to wash. So just New York things, living the dream. Living the dream.
Yeah, but we know that this is not gonna. When you're like, oh my God, like right now, like, oh my goodness, I have to go down. It's only for a little bit. It's gonna end. I know I'm not gonna be here forever. I just have to keep the
No,
mindset.
swimming in the water.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Eventually.
Like this is the amazing part of it, no? Like I know where is our happy place. Like we already know we have it.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, where are we gonna go after this? Where should we start over? No, we have our love nest waiting for us, and it's not going anywhere.
Nope.
So we just need to get the hustle, get the hard work. We'll be back.
Well, tell them what you're doing tomorrow. It's kind of exciting.
Oh, okay, guys. So tomorrow, I actually feel very excited about this. I'm doing a tasting menu collaboration with a Michelin star chef called Cosme. He's the executive chef and owner of the Mexican restaurant Casa Enrique here in New York City. That is the first Mexican restaurant in New York City in getting a Michelin star, which is kind of nice. He's an absolutely amazing guy. I love him. He's such a supporting person. He's guiding me so much through this industry in New York. So I don't know if you're listening, probably not, but thanks, Chef, and excited for tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm doing that tomorrow. We have an event, sold out event.
Peruvian, Mexican tasting menu
Love,
night.
love,
I
love,
will
love
let you
Mexican food.
guys know how it is because I'm very excited to try
Let's
it.
go.
I didn't reserve, so you better save me a
Oh,
couple
I got you.
dishes.
You don't need a reservation. You own the place.
Yep. Well, guys, that's our update.
That's it.
That's our update. That
Let
was
us
our little pep talk to ourselves from ourselves
let
that you guys get to listen in on.
thank you for inviting me to your podcast. Appreciate it, baby.
Thanks for coming.
Well,
Look,
I'm here in the bed with you. It's not a problem. Anytime, baby. I'm here for you.
All right,
Bye,
guys.
guys. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye, bye. Bye, Salva. Say bye, Salva.
Say bye, Sova.